in the production of bottled water. The House notes the growing concern over the effects of drinking water in plastic containers that had been left under the sun or near a heat source, which has been linked to degenerative diseases. The House is aware that plastics are hydrocarbons that are obtainable from crude oil, which when heated become unstable and slowly release chemicals which then enter the water. The House is also aware that most plastics contain a chemical known as Bisphenol A BPA, which is also known as environmental estrogen, that is known to cause reproductive defects as well as neurological abnormalities and prostate issues. The House is cognizant that during the hot and humid weather, the demand for water is on the increase, and as such, production of bottled water is on the rise. The House is concerned that the production of bottled water for the most part is unregulated. As a result, the use of BPA plastics, which are by far cheaper than the non-BPA ones, is commonplace and generally used by companies producing bottled water. The House resolves to 1. Urge the federal government to ban the use of Bisphenol A BPA plastics in the production of bottled water, and 2. Mandate the Committee on Healthcare Services to liaise with relevant agencies and companies producing bottled water to work out modalities on how to effectively put an embargo on the use of BPA plastics in the country. Mr. Speaker, my colleagues, I so move. I am very pained by the fact that we have not done anything to the very dangerous effect of having bottled water under the sun for a while. A simple survey, a simple search will expose the dangers of leaving bottled water under the sun. And some of the dangerous effects, like I read out here now, are very harmful to the human body. Mr. Speaker, if you check closely, even amongst us here, the bottled water that we drink in our houses, we don't buy them ourselves. Is that a house help is buying or a driver? So you can easily be a victim of what we are talking about here. In another case, when you even walk into a supermarket to buy, they are in a controlled environment, but you don't know where they were stored before they were transferred into the shop. So, Mr. Speaker, I would just like to bring, with your permission, just read a little thing here from my little research. It says, many disposable plastic water bottles contain a chemical known as Bisphenol A BPA. This chemical has been proven to reduce sperm count. Mr. Speaker, just in case my colleagues are not listening, I will say it again. This chemical has been proven to reduce sperm count and increase the risk of breast cancer. When plastic is heated, it releases its chemical composition into the immediate environment, which is the water now. Such is the problem with water bottles left out in the sun for an extended period of time. The heated plastic leaches the BPA into the water, increasing the consumer's exposure to it significantly. Mr. Speaker, we cannot close our eyes to this. I would just like to suggest a simple middle ground approach to resolving this problem. Although in my prayers I had said maybe we should ban the use of plastic bottles, that might take a hit on those that already have water companies, water processing companies. But if we can just get the retailers to leave this water in the shop, they can put a simple notice out there, water sold here. They can go further to even list the kind of water they are selling, be it Ragolis, Eva, Nestle, whatever, Swan. So people can park and go in and buy. Leaving them under the sun for a long time is causing a lot of health hazard to the consumers. So, Mr. Speaker, I want to urge everyone here, because of the inherent danger in consuming this, we cannot be losing people through cancer because of a simple thing we can sit down as a nation and correct. I don't want to begin to name anybody to superintend this. I'm sure the committees will look into this. But it's something that we need to address quickly because of the health hazard to our nation. So, Mr. Speaker, my highly esteemed colleagues, I urge you to support this motion. Thank you very much.
Amendment say aye. Those against it say nay. Ayes have it. Those in favor of the motion as amended say aye. Those against it say nay. Ayes have it.